All right, welcome back. So I just found this funny because we're currently uploading Portal.
Yep.
And it took us about like 2 hours to beat Portal for our Let's Play.
Yeah.
So last night I downloaded, or like a couple nights ago, I downloaded Portal 1 for PC because I had it on Steam forever
I
ago.
remember you telling me about that.
And I found out that there's a mod called like Portal Prelude, which is supposed to be like a fan-made prequel to the first game, and I was interested to see. And people say it's good, so I was interested to see it. So I was like, oh, I'll download it and the mod, and I was like, well, considering the fact that I'm downloading it for the PC, I should try and play the PC version again, just to see how it plays. I beat it in 1 hour. 1 hour! I was like 2 a.m., and I was like, I probably shouldn't start playing this now, because I'm gonna need to go to bed before I finish it, but fuck it, I'll just see how fast I can play through it. 1 hour, I finished it right at like 3 a.m. and I was like, oh, I need to go to bed. I'm like, damn, I fucking got good at this. But I also did all the... Also, I found out they didn't fix the stairs in the PC version. It's still there, which was weird to me because I could have swore they fixed it.
Okay, I just downloaded some stuff. So,
Yeah.
moment.
Yo.
So, remember how I was like, I don't want to deal with trying to get the secret ending on normal?
Yes.
So, I just picked up the sticker. You saw that little crown?
Yeah.
I have to get every single sticker in the game, and there's like 7 other hoops to jump through on normal. So that's why I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
So, that's just telling you that.
Okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
going to do some more of this. Continue.
Okay. So, yeah, like, I beat the game in 1 hour, and I even did all the tricks that, like, I was trying to do in the original one, but couldn't get to work because I was just, like, too slow or whatever on the controller. It's a lot easier when you can, like, quickly snap your camera around with a mouse, but, so, yeah, like, I literally skipped, like, 2 puzzles completely, just, like, walked right through them, like... But, that's beside the point. The point is that I beat the game in 1 goddamn hour, and I was just like, either I'm really good at this, or this game is not as long as I remember it being. And then I started playing the Prelude game, the Portal Prelude, which is like a fan-made version of it's like a fan-made version. It's a fan-made prequel to the first Portal game, and it's like all voice acted and has completely new puzzles and stuff.
That's really cool, actually.
It's really cool, and I do really like it. However,
Yeah.
I knew I was going to have a rage-inducing time pretty much right when I started playing it. Because the first room, okay, that was easy. Then you go into, like, I think it's the second room, and as you're walking, they drop a brick on your head and you take damage. And I immediately was just like, oh, it's one of these fucking games, isn't it? I'm like, it's one of these fuck you games, isn't it? And yeah, it's a fuck you game. It's designed from the ground up to be a fuck you game. Like, you need to know advanced Portal technology. Like, the tricks and stuff. Like, you need to know how to do that shit to actually beat any of their puzzles. And it's ridiculous. Like, they're not that bad. Like, my only problem, right, is that I'm doing a lot of the puzzles, and a lot of the puzzles, this is where my main problem with it comes in, and it's, a lot of the puzzles I know how to solve,
But you can't.
but I can't it's not that I can't, it's that I know how to solve them, but I'm doing, like, something wrong because there's a weird trick that I need to do. And, like, the game lets you struggle for a while, and then if you struggle for a certain amount of time, the game will literally, the voices will come over and just be like, oh, you seem to be stuck. We'll give you a hint. You need to crouch in the air to make this jump. And I'm like, of course I fucking do. But why would I ever think I need to do that? Like, because in Portal 1, when you crouch in mid-air, your hitbox is actually moved up instead of downwards.
That's weird.
So you can make ledges that are just slightly higher than they should be. And, like, one of them is you have to make a jump, and you have to make this portal launch, like, you know when you launch out of a portal, like, diagonally? You have to do that. But you have to crouch in the air so you can make this fucking, like, that much of a gap. It's like an inch gap. Like, if you're not crouching, you'll miss it every time. And even if you are crouching, you'll miss it sometimes because it's so goddamn tight to make this gap. And they move a wall out as like, you know when they move the wall out so you can make it further to the next ledge? They move a wall out so you can make it up to the next ledge. And then when you push the button, it moves a second wall out even further than the first wall, but it's lower than the first wall. So that it's like, and like, I'm like, that's totally fucking useless. So then I like solved the puzzle eventually doing the crouch jump thing, and even in the games are just like, yeah, we were fucking with you. That second wall that came out was just a MacGuffin to fuck with you. And I'm like, I hate you guys. I'm like, I hate you fuckers who made this. You guys are dicks. I'm like, I knew it was a MacGuffin too, but like, it's still a dick move to anyone who's like never played this shit before. They're just gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Like, how do I do this?
Sounds like an asshole thing to do.
And then there's like...
So I just beat the boss, by the way.
Very nice.
In case you didn't figure that out.
I kind of figured I honestly, I thought he was like a mini-boss. I didn't think he was like a boss.
It's my fault the light was stolen.
These worlds, certain ones are like semi-long. Other ones are like that.
Gotcha.
Because you gotta remember, this entire game is split up into 3
games, and it was on the PSP. Which was
really liked this game.
Yeah, on the PSP.
I don't know how much many other people did.
I think most people like this one.
Yeah.
I don't know many people that were too.
There's, I think it's some of the other ones, the in between games.
Was it what's the one that's like 360 something over 2 days?
352 over 3.5 over
2 days.
The one about Roxas.
Yeah, I think people didn't. If I remember correctly, I don't think people liked that one.
So that one was interesting. We'll say that. We don't actually get to play that one. We get to play.
I also think people didn't like Recoded.
Recoded in that one are actually just the cutscenes.
Sick.
So
we don't have to play the bad ones.
Yeah.
Nice. This is a great Let's Play.
The one that came out on the 3DS.
Yep. That
is on not this disc but the other disc. Mm-hmm. That actually one we had to play, and I don't think that one's that great. So this is the arena thing. This is kind of like messing around. You can go fight stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I'm probably not going to do it.
Cool.
Because it's not important to the story.
Dwarf Woods. Castle of Dreams.
Castle of Dreams.
That sounds cooler. That's the Cinderella one, right? I would imagine. Yeah. I can't wait to put in the fucking tags for this, like,
I'm gonna actually
Disney princesses, Disney theme parks, and then like get all like YouTube recommending all our videos to like little kids again.
I'm gonna
get like way more views.
I'm gonna do the saves kind of like whenever I can, because of this game.
You know what's really funny? I've noticed is that for some reason that is beyond me, because we have no control over this, obviously. YouTube considers our channel kid-friendly and recommends our shit to, like, right alongside, like, heavy-duty kid channels, like toy unboxing videos and stuff.
That's weird. Yeah, I actually find that funny.
Yeah, it's really odd.
Is something wrong?
It's just that my friends made me the most beautiful dress.
And then someone raped me. That's why I look like this now.
Yeah, so, remember how I made the comment about how each of these worlds is played differently?
Mm-hmm.
So his story is actually after Ventus comes here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aqua comes here later.
Oh, okay.
Where
Wait, we're not doing the worlds in proper order too of the characters?
We had talked about this,
yeah,
remember,
I know.
Chris?
I know we talked about this. It's because it's obnoxious and stupid.
That would take me far longer to do that than I want to. And then there's points where I have to like jump between characters when we're in the world.
Yeah, like that's so obnoxious.
Like, if I want to finish this world and we were doing it that way, I'd actually have to,
finish this world.
No, I'd have to start Aqua's story and get Aqua up to this point before I can continue.
That's true.
Because, why not?
If they just let you go for any world you want to do, it would be better, but then you wouldn't have proper level progression, because then all the enemies would be all over the fucking place.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
So it makes sense, but it is like... I mean, let's be honest, it's because the people who designed this game designed it so that you play through one character's entire story at a time.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like, the other way would be absolutely
I want it. One of these
Impossibly
days,
difficult.
well, I'm probably going to get my own PlayStation 4,
Mhm.
and I'm going to probably replay these again.
Right.
And I'm probably going to play it that way.
I can't.
That way you get the full story.
No, because I'm a masochist, and I want to play it on the hardest difficulty on each of those characters.
I mean my sister.
You're right.
So only plays games on the hardest difficulty because it's the fastest way to get all the achievements.
It's
And
not
I'm
even
just like,
that.
"Ah, I
It's
can't
not even
even."
that.
Yeah.
It's
What would I do?
you saw how easy I got through that first boss.
Right.
On the second hardest difficulty,
Mm-hmm.
or even the last difficulty, that boss is a pain in the ass because you don't get the ability to heal yourself
Oh,
till
oh, but I'm not.
4 worlds from now.
Of course you are.
Bibbidi boppity boop.
But we'll have
Yep.
to hurry.
Here's my shoe.
Now, what were those magic words?
It was bibbidi boppity boop. Let's see if I'm right. I think I got this one.
Bibbidi boppity boo!
Fucking god, I'm so good at this! I used to watch Disney at a point.
I saw a great picture and it was oh, that's what it is. So Magic the Gathering, you know how they have different sets of cards that come out?
Mhm.
The newest one is fairy tale themed, and one of the cards is like, I forget what it's called, but it has to do with the carriage,
Oh, yeah.
and the carriage is destroyed on the ground, and the flavor text is, and the 2 mouse drivers are really upset, or something along that line, and I was just like, this is great.
But like all I'm afraid
before I forget,
forever.
I'll wait for this cutscene
You
to end.
have only
Got it
to
memorized?
Got it
Now,
memorized.
just tell me it now, Chris. None of this is important.
It might be important to the people watching. Then again, if you're watching Kingdom Hearts playthrough, you're probably already a masochist who knows the entire plot of Kingdom Hearts in order.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, there's also much better channels that don't talk during cutscenes.
well, that's, maybe we need to be that niche there.
Oh god, you're right.
It's not that it matters, because now we just talked through that whole cutscene anyways.
And nothing
which is what I was
important
trying to avoid. But, wow, look at that, whatever the fuck that is. Wow, that sure looks neat. Anyways,
When we get to cutscenes that have to do with the overarching
oh,
plot,
it tells, I actually really like their fucking
I like it too.
stylized.
Every
things.
time they do that, I like that. This is
full of light. Why didn't I see it? What did you do? I can hardly tell she's the same person.
Who are you?
Tara,
Good question.
Tara, in your heart, do you believe that dreams can come true?
I do. But I also believe you have to make an effort to make them come true.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't
of
fit
course.
Disney's narrative.
Sometimes believing in dreams is easier said than done. Cinderella believes her dreams can come true. I wanted her to see that she is right.
So that's what made her shine. Faith in her heart that anything is possible. Where did she go?
To the royal ball at the palace. Go. and
She looks
you see
really
her
weird in
dancing.
3D.
yeah,
Know
actually,
that
I was
she
just thinking that.
believes, and that will help you to believe too.
Okay, I think that's the end of this.
Bibbidi boppity doop.
What were you saying?
Oh, yeah, but so speaking of the Portal Prelude, before I get too sidetracked and forget about the one thing I wanted to bring up, is I got to one room and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to solve this? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, do I have to put a portal on the ceiling and then fall through it and hope to God I get enough air momentum to land on the ledge at an angle to me without falling into the death pit that kills me instantly? I'm like, is this actually what I fucking have to do for this?
Probably.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, that can't be it, because that would be so stupid to put your player over a death pit and then let random RNG luck determine if they can land on the ledge in time. That would be so fucking dumb. So I'm waiting, and the game, after waiting for so long, the voice actors give you hints on what to do, and they're like, yeah, you're gonna need to fucking do exactly what I fucking said. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And the dude was just like, oh, it's a good thing you have the magic of quick saving. And the guy's like, what the hell is quick saving? He's like, don't think about it too hard. And like that, and I'm like, it's a good joke, but I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You designed a puzzle where I have to use quick saves and quick loads to get it.
I hate
That's
that.
fucking horseshit. I'm like, I don't even care how good this puzzle is. That's obnoxious. Like, there's
That's-
nothing fun about
That's
that.
actually really stupid, and I don't like that.
Yeah, like, I'm like, no. I'm like, you don't get, like, a free pass for making a puzzle that's that bullshit.
I don't like that one bit.
No, it's really like, I was so mad. I'm like, you're telling me that this puzzle that I'm stumped on, the solution is the dumb shit that I was like, nah, that can't be the answer because that would be fucking stupid. Cool. Like, that's my whole problem with the mod. It's not that the mod is bad, it's that every time I get stumped on a puzzle, it's because I go, well, that seems like the solution, but it can't be that stupid. And then it is that stupid, and I'm like, really? Whatever.
I don't like when that happens.
Mm.
Okay, well, Blizzard Edge or Strike Edge?
Also, any puzzle that's designed, any game in general that's designed around the fact that you need to use save states to beat it is horseshit and shouldn't be there to begin with.
I don't like that.
Like,
one bit.
that's horrible game design. It's like, oh, you can beat it, but you need to use save states to beat it. It's like, no! No! Oh, hell no!
So,
Don't even put that in the game at that point.
So, a second ago, you know how he was like, her heart's filled with light and blah blah?
Yeah.
The reason he said that is Cinderella is one of the princesses of light.
Yes. I actually know all this.
Yes.
I know that all the princesses are princesses of light. Except for Kairi. Because fuck you, Kairi. Also, Kairi's also the only princess of light that gets to use a Keyblade.
Mm-hmm.
But that's expanded lore in the future that we have not got to by this game.
You wait right here.
Actually, by this game, Kairi doesn't exist.
With you.
She does,
So want to
actually.
get to the ball.
Does she?
We'll see her in Aqua Story.
Oh, is she like an infant?
All right.
Kids.
Because
So this
she's already a kid when you're
14?
introduced
No.
to her.
I think Sora, Riku, and Kairi around 16, 17 at the start of
Oh,
Kingdom
okay.
Hearts 1. So this is 10 years before, I think.
Oh,
I
so
guess
they're
I
like
did.
6. Okay.
We actually see all three of them.
Ready?
Wait a minute.
They kind of shoehorned him in there, but we see all of
I
them.
forgot to check if Cinderella has ears in this game.
She does. Yeah, she does. No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. What's your favorite Disney princess? The one with no ears. Actually, my favorite is still the... What's your favorite Disney princess? Ah, Aladdin. Aladdin is my favorite Disney princess.
Yep.
Make it stop.
No.
Man, I really hope that sound clip isn't used out of context someday.
Probably already was.
I'm very upset. Oh, did you hear the inappropriate clips that Funimation had leaked
No.
see, I can say it because I don't care, but they have a clip of the voice actor of Goku calling his son a faggot like repeatedly a lot, and it's really it's a little funny, but it's also like, ooh.
Wait, this is
He...
Goku is the guy who they had that big controversy over.
No, that was
different guy?
Broly was the dude. Well, they
Ah.
fired the dude for Broly for inappropriate behavior, and now they are not firing any of the other staff members for inappropriate behavior.
Yeah, I mean.
So people
like you
are a
would.
little pissed.
Yeah, like you do.
Which, I mean, in normal circumstances, I'd be like, yeah, this is fine. I mean, it's just stupid whatever clips that were saved like decades ago. Who cares? But because they fired someone for claims over a decade ago about inappropriate behavior, you gotta fire all of them. You can't fire one and not fire all of them.
Yeah, I mean, like you do.
Like, would you disagree? Because then you're just being biased at that point.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like either fire everyone or don't fire any of them. It's simple. It's as simple as that. Like,
No, why would they do that?
that's just generally how that should work. But yeah, it's really funny because they. I will state that I am reenacting this so that it makes more sense in context. Which is like, yeah, it's just a really funny clip to me because it's literally the voice actor of Goku in Goku's voice just being like, "Wow, my son's a faggot. Look at his faggot ass clothes, fucking faggot, faggot." I'm like, whoa.
I love it.
Holy
because
intense.
It's so bad.
It's so intense too. Like he's so like fucking screaming about it is great. I mean, I think it's funny. I mean, I think it's no. I mean, if anyone who actually watches the show currently knows that I have no problem using the word faggot on this show.
Not at all.
Not at all. Because, you know, it's just a word. Words can't hurt you. Unless you let them hurt you. And if you let them hurt you, that's on you. That's not my fault at that point.
Guns don't kill people.
Man. I kill people. With guns. Pow!
I got the thing I've been wanting for about, I don't know, a world. I can now actually counter enemies.
Oh, nice.
I forgot how much of a movie this game is.
Does the glass slipper fit you? It will once I cut off my toes.
Thank
That happens later in this.
Man, this game is real fucking hardcore.
Actually, that doesn't happen till the third game.
Ah. Palais.
And there's the prince right there.
He's like, you're stunning.
I've
always looked for a girl
I don't
with
know.
no ears.
What is it from? I think it's the live action thing where all the fairy tale characters got moved into this town. I'm blanking on what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
You know which one I'm talking about, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so funny because there's a line, and it's Prince Charming shows up.
Yeah.
Maybe just
And Prince
believe
Charming
is
is this
enough.
playboy who's been with every single one of these characters, and they're all like, "I'm gonna beat the hell out of this guy."
That's awesome, though. I don't know if you watched...
because it's not
Oh, yeah.
it's not like it's different Prince Charmings. It's all the same guy.
Yeah. I like that.
And I saw that and I was just like, I love that.
Have you ever seen Cinderella 3?
The Quest for Peace?
Yeah, The Quest for Peace.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so Cinderella 2 is like not... Well, it's
I didn't even know they
compared
made. I didn't even know they made more than one Chris.
So, Disney had a bad habit of making,
Tell me.
what's the word for it? Direct-to-DVD movies? Direct-to-video movies, that's what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
So they made a few for, like, different movies. They made, like, Cinderella 2, which
Quest for Peace.
is actually one of the better straight-to-video movies, but it's not, like, super entertaining either. It's just kind of whatever. Then they made Cinderella 3, and Cinderella 3 is fucking hilarious solely because the prince is his own character, and they have a lot more focus on him, and he's a fucking lunatic. And, like, there's a point where his father is like, "You're not allowed to leave the castle. You will not leave through these front doors." And he looks at him, and he shrugs, and then just jumps fully out the window. It's like a 2-story window. He just jumps out of head first.
Guy's a monster.
and I'm just like, this is hilarious. Like, there should be memes about this.
It's too old. No, wait. What am I saying? Things can never be too old.
That's true. I mean, let's be honest. The first meme was, it's over 9,000. That shit was already
It's
like
over
7 years old by the time it
9,000.
became a meme. That can't possibly be correct. There is something so special about searching through the internet and then getting a random video of an old over 9,000 meme that was like uploaded in fucking like 2008, and you're like, man,
And it's still good.
and it's still funny, but like it's still funny, but it's so outdated and so weird. It's like, it's so funny to me, and it's in like 240p, and like oh man, but yeah, I love it. Vegeta,
What's the scouter say about his power level?
it's over 9,000.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I get high jump later.
Oh. What is this? Devil May Cry?
So I
you
get
have
high
to
jump.
you have to buy a double jump in Devil May Cry.
So I get a high jump, right?
Yep.
But I actually I don't know if you've been noticing me messing around with this stuff.
Yeah, I see you moving
So-
the stats. I just don't care.
These things level up.
Yeah.
But you know what else levels up?
Mm-hmm.
your movement and jump shit.
That's obnoxious.
And I'm like, that's annoying.
Yeah.
So I have this little slide, and as we go further in the game, it gets more powerful.
Gotcha.
And then eventually, I don't know if he can do it, but I know the other two characters can mesh with their movement thing.
Okay.
Where Ventus has a thunder roll, so his roll does thunder damage.
Gotcha.
And Aqua is a little fire thing, which is pretty cool. But also,
Wait, why does Aqua get a fire thing?
fire cartwheel.
Yeah, but
Because she's supposed to be the mage. She's the mage.
But Aqua. Alright, sure. We'll just all pretend that's not a thing.
Okay, I wanna,
You know, this is very Devil May Cry. The fact that you, like, buy skills whenever you, like, have the money for it.
I think a lot of people had a problem with this mechanic, but I actually kind of liked it.
Well, does it carry over when you New Game Plus?
No.
No? Then it's not as good as Devil May Cry.
You're right.
In Devil May Cry, whatever you
shit.
buy, every time you buy it, you, like, go, oh. Alright, we'll have to pick it up in the next part, though. We'll see you then. Peace.